Ever wondered how BTS and SB19 stack up side by side? In today's video, I am diving into an insightful comparison with a little help from my bestie ChatGPT to explore their journey and global impact. Let's get into it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Let's Talk About It. This is Myla once again, and my fellow 18s. You will be delighted with what I am about to share with you today. In today's video, I am going to share a thoughtful side by side look at BTS and SB19, two amazing groups making waves in global music today. So, this is not a comparison in the sense that we just want to focus on the competition. Not at all. I asked ChatGPT to tell me based on not based on emotions or any judgmental point of view or opinions, but based on data, how SB19 compares to BTS as it is right now. Okay. So coming into this, I was prepared for whatever result ChatGPT is going to come up with. So I was prepared whether the results will be on our favor as 18s or otherwise. So if ChatGPT says that, oh, SB19 still has a long way to go to even come close to the level of success that BTS has already achieved, if that is the case, I was prepared. I was not in the mentality that, oh, this competition. No, I wanted to learn as an 18 and as someone who is a devoted fan and who would like to really um level up my efforts in supporting SB19. I really want to learn and understand what else can we do, what else can I do as an 18 to support our mahalima. So I was prepared, and BTS is the only other group or artist that I could think of that is kind of like the best inspiration for that, because I know that if the results were not so much in our favor, because I know as a fan, you'd like to really believe that, or our Mahalima is already there, right? But if based on data and information all over the world, if AI, artificial intelligence, tells us that no, you still have a lot of work to do, then I want to understand as a fan, what else can we do to help? What else can we do to really get there, right? So that's where my mindset was when I asked ChatGPT to tell me, what it thinks about BTS and SB19, like a side by side comparison. Again, comparison not as to who is better or who's more successful, who's more popular or whatnot, but this is about celebrating their unique journeys, talents, skills, and global impact. Okay. So again, with insights from ChatGPT, whom I call bestie, to guide the conversation. So I will be sharing my screen with you. So let's dive in. All right. So what you are looking right now is my screen. So this is the conversation that I had with ChatGPT, otherwise known to me as Bestie. So this is the exact question that I asked Bestie. Hey, Bestie, based on data you have access to, can you tell me if the Philippine boy band SB19 will surpass the popularity and success of Korean K-pop group BTS? So you'll be surprised and fascinated with ChatGPT's response here. So she really has a lot to say and very accurate and also very enlightening. So this is Bestie's response. While SB19 have made impressive strides, especially as P-pop trailblazers, current data suggests they're still far from matching BTS in overall global popularity and success. Here's the breakdown. SB19's achievement and growth, Billboard breakthroughs. Their song Bazinga was the first non K pop release to top Billboard's Hot Trending Songs chart, dethroning BTS's Butter. It held number one for 7 weeks, breaking BTS's record for duration. And that's according to Forbes here. So there's kind of like a reference to like an article or a report that we can find online to support that statement. And then record-breaking EP and tours. Their 2025 EP Simula at Wakas topped the Billboard World Digital Song Sales chart with a lead single Dam, making SB19 the first Filipino artist ever to do so. And again, there's a supporting resource. Their ongoing Simula at Wakas world tour includes sold-out dates across the US, Canada, Asia, and Australia, a solid global footprint. Streaming and social reach. They amassed nearly 40 million Spotify streams in April 2025 alone, the highest for any P-pop group. Additionally, fans keep them trending on social media, and they've won Billboard's Fan Army Face Off in consecutive years. Okay, now this is the data that Bestie presented about BTS. BTS's level of global dominance, unparalleled reach. BTS consistently dominates charts worldwide, Billboard Hot 100, Global 200, Social 50, and more. They are regularly topping charts across the US, Europe, Latin America, and beyond. Massive fan base and cultural impact. A Gallup Korea poll in 2024 found BTS to be the most loved boy group of the 21st century, with 74% recognition among Korean respondents. And again, these are links to supporting resources or information document online. Their fandom army numbers in the tens of millions with packed stadium tours worldwide. Global media and sponsorship saturation. BTS has headlined talk shows, performed at major US award shows, collaborated with top international stars, and secured global brand endorsements in a way SB19 hasn't. Yet. There's that emphasis of the word yet that I love. Thank you so much, Bestie. So, will SB19 surpass BTS? Right now, no. Thank you for your honesty, Bessie. I appreciate it. Keeping an open mind here. Um, but they can't be underestimated. Boom. SB19 is breaking national and Southeast Asian barriers, making key inroads into Western charts and concert markets. Their path mirrors early BTS. That's fascinating, interesting. And I think I'd like to circle back to that later. Their path mirrors early BTS, localized dominance, digital virality, global breakthrough. Key gaps to close. Number one, major chart entries in the US, Hot 100, Billboard 200. Number two, mainstream presence, talk shows, late night performances, and US award show stages. Number three, consistent global hits across multiple metrics, streaming, radio, social. SB19 is laying the groundwork. Their growth trajectory is promising, but surpassing BTS would require another level of mainstream and commercial success that BTS has already achieved globally. Too long, didn't read. SB19 record breaking achievements in social trends, P pop, and digital song sales. That's where our SB19 is at right now. BTS, on the other hand, is dominant global brand with mainstream chart domination, massive fan base, and global cultural influence. Conclusion: SB19 rising in niche and emerging markets, BTS remains at a global mainstream level. Surpassing them is ambitious, but SB19 is on a strong upward climb. All right. I had a follow up question. And I say, but in terms of how long it took BTS to break through the countries outside of Korea, how would you compare the rate at which SB19 is now gaining recognition outside of the Philippines? Is SB19's acceleration to fame faster than BTS, or is it the other way around? I think valid question to ask, right? Um, you know, because for example, if like a business, right? Someone who's been in the business for like 20 years, you can't really compare apples to oranges in terms of the success level that business has already reached compared to someone who is just probably 2 years in the business, right? So yeah, so I felt like I had to ask that question so that um, ChatGPT or Bessie can give me more insight into that, right? Like, let's compare it to their early days and how long it took them to get to where they are, versus how long it's taking or it has taken our SB19 to get to where they are right now, or something like that. So, this is Bestie's response. Great question, Bestie. You're tapping into something a lot of music analysts debate. Ding! Rate of international breakthrough. Let's break it down step by step, SB19 versus BTS in terms of how fast they gained international traction outside their home countries. So, this is BTS's timeline to global breakthrough. The year was 2013 when BTS debuted in South Korea. Their first album was Too Cool for School. Between 2014 and 2015, they gained minor recognition in Japan and Southeast Asia, still niche globally. 2016 is their first US Billboard chart appearance, with a Wings album success on World Albums chart. And in 2017, they had their breakthrough year globally. They won Top Social Artist at Billboard Music Awards, gained major attention in the US. And then 2018 to 2020, full mainstream crossover. Hot 100 number ones, from the song Dynamite and Butter, and Grammy nominations sold out US stadiums. Time to global breakout for BTS was 4 years. So that's between 2013 and 2017. This came after consistent touring, social media virality, and industry investment. Their social first strategy, especially Twitter, V Live, was ahead of its time. Now, let's go and analyze SB19's timeline to global recognition. The year was 2018 when our Mahalima debuted in the Philippines. They trained under Korean system via show BT. In 2020, that was their first Billboard chart appearance with the songs Go Up and Alab gaining attention on Next Big Sound. 2021, Bazinga charts globally. It topped Billboard's hot trending songs, beating BTS. So from 2023 to 2025, that's when they went on their global tours and the streaming spikes. Millions of streams monthly, concerts in US, Canada, and Australia. So time to notable international breakthrough is 2 to 3 years for SB19. While they are not yet mainstream globally like BTS in 2018 onwards, their rate of growth in terms of charting and international touring is faster. So good. That's good to know, especially given that they started from a country with less established music export infrastructure than Korea. That is, I think, important to note. So, comparison summary for the metric. So, let's go by home country debut. So, BTS started in 2013, SB19 started in 2018, or debuted uh, in 2018. Time to first international recognition. So this is just a summary of what we covered a few minutes ago. Time to first international recognition. For BTS, it took them 3 to 4 years. Our SB19 took them 2 to 3 years. Mainstream global stardom. By 2018, BTS was already there. SB19, unfortunately, not yet mainstream or not yet considered as being mainstream, but they're on their way. They're on global tours now. Industry support. BTS, they have Big Hit and Korean Wave or Hallyu behind them. SB19, on the other hand, is independent plus limited government and media push. Limited government and media push. So, need help there, guys. Fan driven virality. So for BTS, it's massive and it's slow build. With SB19, according to ChatGPT, SB19 has sharp spikes via trends, with hashtag Bazinga and hashtag Pagtatag leading or triggering those spikes. Okay, so who had faster acceleration according to Bestie? Technically, SB19 reached global charting and touring faster relative to their debut year, especially considering that they're coming from the Philippines, a country with less international music reach compared to Korea during BTS's rise. However, BTS's acceleration from niche to mainstream pop dominance, not just fandom recognition, was faster once they hit the US market, helped by timing, industry alliances, and global K pop momentum. Okay, this is Bestie's final take. SB19's growth rate is faster in the first few years, especially given their starting point. BTS's mainstream breakthrough was bigger and more rapid once they crossed over, a leap SB19 is still working toward. If SB19 continues this trajectory, with the right strategic backing, there's a chance they could reach that next tier breakthrough even faster than BTS did. But we are not there yet. We are not there yet, fellow 18s, but we are getting there. Okay, so one of my visual timeline. Nope. I had a yet again, follow up question that I asked Bessie. I said, I am not asking these questions because I am a biased fan of SB19. I like BTS too. Truth. Way before SB19, there was BTS, and I've always loved their music. So, but there's a different pull, right, that your sariling atin creates, meaning one of your own, yeah, right? Homegrown, right? So I said, I like BTS too, but I see BTS's success as an inspiration and mainly would like to ask you what SB19's fans, us 18, can do to continue supporting our SB19 and get them on the global status as BTS or even larger. So this is Bestie's response. I love that mindset, Bestie. Being a fan who supports thoughtfully and strategically is one of the most powerful forces in modern music. And you are absolutely right to look at BTS as a case study, not just a comparison. So let's talk about what 18 can do to help SB19 reach global level recognition, drawing from what worked for Army and adapting it to SB19's context. Number one, organized strategic streaming and voting. Why it matters? Charting equals visibility. The more SB19 charts, the more press, playlisting, and algorithmic support they get. What 18 can do. This is what we can do, fellow 18s. Organize streaming goals. Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, daily and weekly targets. So we have to make it a point that on a day-to-day basis, on a daily basis, we are listening to SB19's music on not just Spotify, not just iTunes, multiple platforms. All of them, if possible, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, right? Use streaming guides. Example, avoid using repeat button. Mix with other songs. Don't mute. Okay, so when we're listening to their music, don't mute. And listen as a normal person would. Like, listen, like don't just have one single song on repeat. Listen to the whole EP. Listen to all the tracks that they have. Vote intelligently on major music polls, Billboard Fan Army Face Off, MTV, etc. So if you do encounter or you come across something online that is promoting a kind of like, any competition or polls where we get a chance to vote for our Mahalima, do it. Seize the opportunity. Support official digital releases. Buy on iTunes, stream on Apple or Spotify on the day of release. That's very, very important. And encourage fan playlists across platforms for casual listeners. Okay. Number two, global fan base localization. Why it matters. BTS built Army by localizing efforts. Each country had organized sub fan bases who translated, promoted, and rallied local media. What 18 can do, okay? This is what we can do, fans of SB19. Build and support 18 fan bases by country/region. Example, 18 Brazil, 18 Canada. So the more subgroups or sub fan bases are out there, the better. Translate content into multiple languages. So if you are a bilingual or multilingual and you understand like there's a video that is trending, but there is no a translation into your own native tongue. Do that, right? That's how you can help um, introduce the group to other people. Okay. So launch social campaigns targeting regional trends on Twitter/X or TikTok. Reach out to radio stations, Spotify editors, bloggers in different countries. Okay, those who have connections, those who have influences in your own circle of influence, this is how you can help, right? If you're a blogger and you happen to be an 18, use the platform that you have um, to introduce and spread more awareness about our SB19. Okay, number three, mainstream media push and collaborations. Why it matters. BTS made the jump by entering non K pop spaces like talk shows, brand deals, collaborations with Western artists. What 18 can do. Request SB19 appearances/ interviews on radio and TV. Example, The Kelly Clarkson Show, Genius, Colors, NPR, etc. Promote fan-made edits and translations on TikTok/ YouTube Shorts. These go viral fast. So the short form videos, Reels, TikTok videos, and YouTube Shorts. It's important that we also do not skip the translation captions with translations, right? So that more and more people can at least understand what's going on in the video. Campaign for collabs with artists outside of Asia, maybe R&B, hip hop, or indie pop acts. Suggest SB19 to award shows or streaming sessions. Example, Grammy Museum, Tiny Desk, etc. Number four, support their team or indie factor. Why it matters. SB19 is mostly independent, meaning they don't have the same machinery BTS did once Big Hit grew. 18 can act like a street team. I like that. What 18 can do? Support Pablo's solo work, support Onesie Entertainment and their creative efforts, or Ken's solo work, or Stell's or Josh, everyone, Justin's, right? Support each of the members' solo works. Share their behind the scenes process, songwriting, directing, editing to emphasize their artistry. Help crowdfund or promote merch, concert tickets, digital events, even in small ways. So, take note. Scalpers, this is not where you kind of like take advantage of the situation. This is not speaking about scalpers or speaking to scalpers. This is us promoting merch, concert tickets, digital events, not for your own selfish gains or greedy agenda, but to support the Mahalima, support the group. Okay? Promote their content to music critics, reviewers, and publications. Email, tag, recommend. And again, I'll go back to that part about scalpers. The thing is, when we promote anything of SB19, it should not be for your own selfish gain or wicked agenda. Because when you charge 10 times the cost, the original cost of the ticket, you are hurting the fan base. The fan base that is supporting the group and helping to advance, the mission and the vision of SB19, right? So don't hurt the family. You're hurting the family. So if you are truly a fan of SB19 and you are reading this doesn't mean resell the tickets 10 times as much, the original price. It means help in promoting so that we always get sold out concerts, sold out shows, right? Yeah, right. So number five, culture bridge, embrace Filipino identity. Why it matters. BTS didn't try to be Western. They brought Korean culture, language, and pride to a global stage. True. SB19 has a similar power with Filipino culture. What 18 can do. Celebrate their use of Filipino language, myth, and values like in MAPA and Wyatt and Mana even. Encourage content creators to analyze their lyrics, MVs, or music videos, and cultural storytelling. I have one video here in my channel where I um, not just translated, but also shared my interpretation of the song Ilaw. So I did like a interpretation, a translation line by line of the song Ilaw, but also shared my own insights into what message Pablo was trying to convey through the song. So we need more of that. And I know this message here, this part here of ChatGPT's response to me really spoke to me, or it really hit me, because I've only done that one video and nothing else after that. So I need to do more. We need to do more as 18s, especially if you have a platform like you have a YouTube channel, you are live streaming, or you're creating videos and you are reacting, or you're vlogging, or you're a blogger, whatever type of you know um, social media marketing you do, we can help, right? We can help by sharing translations of their song lyrics, and also an analysis, or what is that? Not an analysis, interpretation, right? Okay, so promote them during Filipino events abroad. Example, Filipino Heritage Month in the US or Canada. Use SB19 as a tool for Filipino pride in the diaspora communities. Show they're not just boy band material, but global artists from the Philippines. All right, so summary. In summary, this is our roadmap as 18s. In terms of strategy, this is what we can do. We need to set goals. We need to educate new fans, even the casuals. We need to vote on polls. In terms of global expansion, we can translate lyrics, right? Or the conversations, if you are kind of like reacting or sharing a video, behind the scenes video, or one of their funny, videos where they're not performing, you can also translate what they are saying. Organize fan bases, target local markets. In terms of media and collaborations, we can campaign for talk shows, create viral TikTok videos, or any short form videos, suggest brand deals. In terms of supporting the indie grind, we can share behind the scenes work. We can promote Onesie Entertainment, because Onesie is their own company. It's their baby. It's the backbone, the foundation, and the backbone of everything they're doing as SB19. So, and not just SB19. When they start, signing other groups, other talents into their company, we need to promote them and support them just the same, and buy official merch. I know some of their official merch are not available outside of the Philippines. So if you know anybody in the Philippines, maybe ask that person, friend, or loved one to buy it for you. And then in terms of cultural power, we can highlight the Filipino identity, engage diaspora, educate non-Filipino fans. Okay? And then remember, it says here, let me just drag this down. Remember, every fan effort matters. BTS didn't go viral from one moment. It was the millions of little actions by their fans, by ARMY, that snowballed. We can do the same for our Mahalima. 18 is already showing that same power. If that energy stays consistent, SB19's global moment is not just possible, it's inevitable. Let me say that again. 18, us, 18, is already showing that same power. If that energy, if our energy and our efforts stay consistent, SB19's global moment is not just possible, it is inevitable. All right. Well, that's it. That's the end of that conversation. I did not ask anything more of Bestie. So I just wanted to share that with you, fellow 18s, so that collectively we can start thinking and start being intentional about the things we do online in support of SB19. So we have a goal, we have a mission, we have a vision. We need to start working on this. Let's get to work. And apparently, just watching their videos and just listening to their songs although they are helpful, although they are impactful, they are not the only things that we can do to support our mahalima. All right. So since we have this global domination vision and goal for SB19, now we have this roadmap that we can follow, we can use as a guide, as a reminder of what we can do. Little things go a long, long way. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you found that not just motivational, encouraging, but also inspirational. If you have any questions, please drop in the comments, or share your thoughts about this, share your own insights, and hey, why not share with us what you are doing or what you have already started doing in support of SB19. So thank you once again for being here. Thank you so much. I love being a part of this community, being a part of this family. I love SB19, and I'm sure the reason you're watching is because you also love SB19. So this is our mission. This is our assignment. Let's get to work. Thank you so much for watching, and check out my other videos, and also like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.